Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so we actually been not back with another bold episode. Um, I think in September, sometime. No, in August, I mentioned that we are going to be we're going to be running a competition, and I just mentioned it and I left it as that. So in today's episode, what I'm going to do is we're just going to talk a bit more about the competition and what is going to happen, what we expect out of it, what's expected out of us from it, and how it's going to go about. But we're still in, I'm not going to say development, we're still trying to put the logistics basically behind it together. So the competition is okay, so the competition is basically winning a free, sorry, not winning a free, the competition is basically winning a spray job done by us. So the spray job done by us is not basically, I'm not going to take it lightly just because it's a free item and it's a giveaway on our side. We are in no ways going to cut any corners, right? So this is an opportunity for somebody to benefit from what we've learned from our knowledge and so on like that. So what I would like to do is, our objective of this competition is basically for a person, just say a person that cannot afford to build their car. It's for them to benefit out of it. So we want to get a person that, just say for example, you're working all your life or you're working for the past 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, and you've got your project and you're unable to progress with that project. And whether people want to believe it or not, I'm one of those guys that are like that. I'm not saying that we're less fortunate or we don't have cash or we don't have means to, but I've just never ever been able to move forward with a project. And I'd like to help the next person and say, okay, fine, guys, but you need to, it needs to be motivated. It can't be just given to me and say, listen, yeah, my name is Sanjay and look, I haven't been able to build my car for the past 10 years and that's how you enter. No, you've got to give a motivational letter. In that letter, I'm not asking anybody to give out any information that will disrespect anybody or anything of the sort. But it's basically motivate why you are eligible for winning. So it's, guys, please understand this, right? And maybe I'm not saying it in the correct words. I'm not wording it out correctly, and I'm not a big English fan, so I don't get my terminology and I don't get my words right. So I'm still when I read books and then I'll get it right. Okay, but basically, send a motivational letter through. I will do an update video from this, right? We're gonna try and get this competition. The entry is in by December. We'll announce the winner by December. That's our plan. For the project to start in January, and then it should take us about 3 months, depending if I don't get a total rust bucket. But it should take us about 3 months, and we can end over from there. There's a long-term goal from this competition, and I've spoken to a couple of other suppliers like Zen Parts. I've spoken to Wesley from Style Tech, and I've just briefed it out. I haven't spoken to everybody. It came out in conversation, and the guy's already in. So look, we don't want to do a full-on build, but we also want to try and help those that are battling basically to get it. So yes, it's not a necessity. It is a luxury if you want to have an E30 at this point in time. But you know what? We all work hard. We all deserve some sort of luxury. And if that's going to make if it's going to make a difference to the person's life, if it'll help them exceed from a mental point, then I'm all for it. So from our side, going back to our side quickly. So we're offering basically a free spray job. So on that spray job, we're basically going to go back down to metal. We're going to take a walk into the panel shop now, and I'm going to show you the processes of what we're going to do. So again, I'm going to repeat myself here. Just because it's a competition and a free item, it doesn't necessarily mean that, listen, I'm just going to come and flat down, prep the car up and paint the car and get you out of my life. No. We're going to go through the full Monty of it. So the one thing that I'm asking for, and that I hope I don't regret, is that, guys, distinguish if it's a full rust bucket, right? If something is not salvageable, it's not salvageable. But if there's rust involved, it means that we are going to be doing fabrication on the vehicle as well. So it means that the car is going to go through sandblasting. Uh, the car is going to be metal stripped all the way down. We are going to start the car, sorry, we are going to start from bare metal upwards. We are going to start with our epoxies. We are going to start with our primers. We're going to give it basically the show car finish that we're trying to give the rest of the vehicles as well. The paints that we're going to use are A-grade paint. It's not a cheap 5 grand paint. So if you start putting together what this competition is, or how much this competition actually, what the price actually costs, it's simple, right? It's a spray job. It's a proper freaking spray job. So it's 60, 70, 80 grand on paintwork already. Now the 10, 20, 30 grand on metal work. It all depends. So it's anywhere between a 50 and 100 grand price, right? I think it's something big and it's something good. So again, we're not going to cut corners. You're basically gonna get the end product that we try and push out for. The requirements that we're gonna need is basically, we're still trying to plan this here out and figure it out. So we're gonna be using the SA Beamer platform. We're gonna be using the SA Beamer website, and I think that's where the motivational drafts will be submitted onto. Right. So Shiraz is busy with something on that for us. So it'll be all automated. Go onto the website, for example, go to this area here. The admission form comes up there. Fill in your form there from there. But what I want in return out of this here, right, is I would like you guys just to share the content. Share our YouTube channel. Share our videos that come up. If you guys are watching it, it means that you like the content that's coming out. Share that for us. It's as simple as that. Whether it be on social media, whether it be on your social platforms, on your Facebook platforms, on your Twitter, your Instagram, your TikToks, and again, your YouTube. Just go ahead and share. And I would like both parties to benefit from it. So later stage, a long-term goal, I told you, Zen Parts is involved. Not involved now, but they can get involved later. StyleTech can get involved later. And there's a couple of other places that we can speak to as well that can get involved. And what's to stop us from getting to a goal where a person comes in and they say, listen here, I've been battling for the past 10 years, and you know what? Don't tell me what you earn. I have a basic job, basically. Look, life is expensive at this point in time. There's no way, it's very hard for a person to free up money or to save money for their project. Right? I know about that. I know the feeling. So I've been working for the past 10 years. Life has gotten to me. I've got 2 kids. My son is going to benefit from the car as I grow older. That's even more motivation to say, listen, hey guys, this car is going to fall onto the next generation. There's a possibility of that. So our long-term goal is to say, let's get other suppliers involved, and maybe we can get to doing a build later, where we can get the drivetrains done as well. We can say, okay, fine, let's do a chassis build, and then let's do a drivetrain build as well, and we powder coat. So if the camera can just wave, if you can just get onto the jigs on that side there, maybe we do a full drivetrain build. And Wesley comes in with interior, and Wesley says, okay, let's do interior, and we got our dashboard guy in, and he says, okay, fine, let's do yield sponsor the dashes, and it can get to that point. So it's like a mini pump my ride, but not as extravagant as them. Basically trying to get it as close as down to OEM as possible. I'm not a air fan, I'm not a oil over fan. I don't do it, I don't like doing it, I don't know how to do it, and I don't want to do it. But yeah, so I think, guys, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment as well. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm not even gonna take a walk through the panel shop, right? Because if you guys watch our channel and you're watching the episodes, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what our procedures are. So I'll just run it down quickly with you, right? So first procedure is basically getting a shell that comes in. Then from there it goes in for our sandblasting. From there it goes for pin filing. From there it goes for pin filing and panel beating. From there we start prepping up. We start metal prepping, then we start primer prepping. We epoxy seal, we start primer prepping. Then we start metal prepping. I mean, not metal prepping, paint prepping. And then we start with the paint process. So it's a it's actually almost 3 to 6 month process, depending on the amount of um, fabrication that's needed on the car. Oh yeah, I even missed that step. So the fabrication part comes into it just after sandblasting if there's any major fab on it. So, and then we're not going to stop there only. We're going to be doing the undercarriage of the car as well. So, but that's part of the requirements that come in. When the cars come in, they have to come, for now, stripped. So if it's a shell, it has to come bare stripped. If it's not a shell, and if it's a car that's got a motor in it, I'm going to figure out how we can get to that, because the reason I'm saying that is because there's a lot more to strip and a lot more newer parts to replace. So I will figure that out with the winner win, or maybe we should do this here. Evan, what do you think about this? Maybe in the competition or in the submission form to say how far is the car, then we'll figure it out. And these are the nitty gritties that I've got to iron out in the competition, right? So let me figure that out, but I'm gonna try and get it done. It is now end of September. I think by the second week of October it should be finalized. I'll do another video, and then we'll do a full-on video, and we'll run a pop of the automated page on how you guys are gonna have to submit it, and basically a thorough rundown of what the competition is all about, what the requirements are gonna be, the submission is gonna be, and what the outcome is gonna be. Okay, guys, again, you know what to do. So start from now. Hit those buttons, like, subscribe, share. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna do what I gotta do now. And drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this here. If we can add anything onto the competition, or if we can change anything, maybe you guys hit me down with a hit list of these are the things that we need to tackle. I'm gonna look at that wish list. I'm gonna see if it is doable and possible. If it is, let's go for it. If it isn't, we'll iron it out from there. But yeah, cheers, guys. You're living